Hey guys, welcome back to Hype RC. Super exciting day here at the shop. I have a new release from one of my absolute favorite RC companies, MJX HYPER GO. This is the H14BM. Now this is basically a V3 version of the 14210. I ordered that directly from China about 5 months ago. I have a video and I'll link that up to the end of this one, but this thing is an absolute beast. Fast and durable and just an absolute ton of fun to get out and bash around. So I'm excited to see what they upgraded on this rig. So we're going to get it over to the bench. We're going to unbox it, see what comes in the box. We'll sit it side by side with the V1 version and see exactly how they've upgraded this rig, and then we'll take it out for a real nice bash. Stick around and check it out. All right guys, let's get this thing opened up and see what comes in the box. MJX always does a very nice job of boxing up their vehicles. So we got an instruction manual in the box and some pamphlets, and then looks like we got our remote and extra battery, springs, some A-arms, a wing, wheelie bar, oh my goodness, charger, T-wrench. There's a ton of stuff in here. More body mounts, the remote, and the rig itself packages up very nicely. Comes with a spare body. There is so much stuff in here, I can't barely fit it all on the bench. It's all wrapped up so nice. More stuff in this package. More, we got paddle wheels. Just an absolute ton of stuff comes out of this package. More wheels. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and get all this stuff laid out and see exactly what comes out of the box. All right, guys, now that I got this all out of the package, this comes with an absolute insane amount of extra parts for this rig. This is absolutely awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. So you get a warranty card. You get a pamphlet that shows you the different size screws and springs. You get a very nice user's manual with how-tos, part numbers, exploded views, assemblies, how to set it up, ESC information, everything you need to know about this rig. You get an extra set of paddle tires, an extra set of suspension springs, an extra servo saver spring, wheel washers, A-arm pins, a nice little assorted amount of screws and wheel nuts. You get all extra upper and lower A-arms, extra body post, extra shock tower mounts, a huge mess of body pins, which is very nice for any basher, a wheelie bar with mounting screws, a wing with mounting screws, a Phillips head screwdriver, an extended T-wrench, a charger. You get two 3S 2000 milliamp lithium ion batteries, an extra body, the remote, and then of course the rig itself. This is absolutely a mess of stuff for $199. All right, guys, now that we've got these rigs sitting side by side, so we've got our H14BM on the left, and then we've got our 14210 on the right. So this is the V3 version, and this is the V1 version. So we're going to go over the differences between these two rigs. So the first thing you're going to notice, obviously, is the body. And I'm actually a bigger fan of the V1 body than I am of the new V3 body, but that's okay, because they're both just going to get bashed and tore up. You can tell this one's already got the skid plates used pretty heavily, and that's okay. But the other thing that I immediately noticed is that up here on the wing, this actually has screws that have the washer style screws to keep this wing mounted down. That was actually one of the upgrades I had to do on my V1 version, so they knew that that was an issue and addressed it immediately. Now, the other upgrade you're going to see on here is I went ahead and put these body tethers. So to me, any basher should come with body tethers. I did add these. They did not come on there, but I would highly recommend ordering those. I'll put them in the link in the description below to get those and put them on here, because this thing cartwheeling and flipping all over the place, you're definitely going to lose some body pins. So let's go ahead and take a look underneath the hood on both of these. All right, guys, so the first thing I noticed that's different on these rigs is that they come with different ESCs. So the V1 ends up coming with the E45AZ. Now, this is 100% power right out of the box. There is no other mode. As where the new one comes with the E45K3, this comes in a default mode that is a learner beginner's mode. And then if you tap this button 5 times while it's powered on, it will put it into 100% full go mode. So that's the only difference that I can tell. They're both 45 amps. I don't see any other differences in those, but the big difference in these two is going to be that the fact the first one came with these CVDs. Now this is a 4mm CVD. These came all the way around front and rear, and these things are actually super heavy duty and very nice. The problem is that it has suspension travel in the back that travels so far that this was popping out of the cup of the diff, and then it would get dislodged and you would lose power to that wheel. So what they did is they went ahead and majorly upgraded it to these telescoping CVDs. These things are super beefy, super heavy duty. And the other difference is that the output drives on these. So this one comes with a cup on the diff. So this is the V1 diff, and it's got a cup on there, as where the diffs in this one are actually all steel upgraded diffs that come with this little pin as the out drive. So that is another major difference. This one comes with the original plastic case diffs in it. This one comes with the all steel diffs in it. So that is a huge upgrade. The next thing that I noticed is that they come with different batteries. So the V1 came with this 2S 3000 milliamp 25C LiPo battery. The new one comes with a 3S 2000 milliamp, but this is a 3S, and this is a lithium ion battery. This is not a LiPo battery. So that is a huge difference, but these are actually a lot safer. Now I am charging up 3S LiPos to run in this, and we'll test the difference between a speed run with this and a speed run with the 3S LiPo. But these are hard case, very nice for bashing. These are super nice batteries, as where this one is just a regular soft case, and if you bash these too hard, bend them, pop them, you know, you're going to have a fire and some problems on your hand. The next thing that I noticed is that the motors have different part numbers, but I cannot find anything different. They're both 2852 cans, but they have different numbers in the instruction manuals. They're also both 4,400 kV. This one is the B28453, as where this one comes with the B28521. But other than that, I really can't tell any difference, but the part number is different. So I just wanted to let you guys know that there is a difference in those. But other than that, the main components on this, the 3mm chassis are the same, the servos are the same, the transmitter and receivers are the same, the waterproof boxes, the fans, everything else on these seems to be exactly the same. This one has upgraded CVDs and upgraded diffs and an upgraded ESC. That's the major components, and an upgraded wing with the different washer style screws that hold it down. But other than that, the same tires, everything else seems to be the same. You know, the bodies are different, but all in all, this one is majorly beefed up. I'm really excited about these, man, because that is just not something you usually see at this price range, and that is just super heavy duty. If you break one of these, man, you've got to let me know, because you are really doing some crazy bashing. So let's go ahead and get these batteries charged up and get this thing out for a bash. MJX HYPER GO H14BL 3S lithium ion speed run. .41 miles an hour. MJX HYPER GO H14BM 3S lithium polymer speed run. 44 miles an hour. All right, guys, I had an absolute blast getting out and bashing the newest release from MJX HYPER GO, the H14BM. This thing is an absolute beast. The fact that they upgraded the 14210 as much as they did before they brought it to the American market just goes to show you how serious MJX RC is about the durability of their vehicle. In my personal opinion, they are the king of mini bashers. Now, there's some big name companies kind of throwing their hat into the ring right now, but they've got a long way to go before they reach the caliber of this thing. So let's go ahead and talk about those upgrades. The telescoping CVDs are absolutely bulletproof. I think you would have to bash this thing up against a concrete wall at 50 miles an hour to even possibly think about busting one of those, and it alleviated the issue of the rear one popping out under heavy load. Next, the fact that they upgraded to all metal diffs on this rig. I've never even tore up in the 14210, the original diffs, but they went ahead and increased the durability of those right out of the box. Then the fact that you get two 3S lithium ion batteries with this. We hit 41 miles an hour with those. But now we did hit 44 with the 3S LiPo, but I would not rush out to get a 3S LiPo for 3 miles an hour more. And these are hard case batteries. You will get a ton of charges and a ton of fun out of those batteries, and you get two of them right out of the box. And the fact that they pay enough attention to detail to make screws with built-in washers to keep that rear ring from ripping off on this thing just goes to show you they're paying attention to every little detail to make this rig as absolutely as tough as possible. And then the last thing is the tunable ESC. Now, me personally, I don't have a lot of use for a detuned ESC, but if you have somebody that's never bashed before, you still have the option of detuning that thing down, letting them get used to the rig. Then you can bump it up to 100% and they can really take off with this thing. So I give this a 9 out of 10. It would have been at 9.5, but I deducted a half point because it still comes with the Phillips head screws in it. That's not a make or break for this rig. I highly recommend getting a nice jeweler's Phillips head screwdriver. If you do purchase this, don't use the little toy one that comes in the box. I just prefer the hex head hardware, for long term. But this rig is absolutely worth your hard-earned dollars. It is still on sale on Amazon right now. If you do brake parts, it comes with all these extras right out of the box. The A-arms, the bodies, you get the paddle tires, which are super fun. I can't wait to get a little bit of snow and, run those on this rig, So don't forget to support your local hobby shops. Bash, crawl, repeat. Hit that subscribe and like button for me and ring the bell so you can catch my next video. We'll see you next time.